This is I don't know what today is. Timeless Tuesday. Timeless motherfucking Tuesday. Anyway, that was so fucking loud, and I realized that my voice has a pitch that can fuck up a pitch. And would be like, no, okay, give me a new pitch. I cannot give you a new pitch. That's my voice. Anyway, so I guess Timeless Tuesday. I know I did this thing out for you. And I'm always talking about spirituality. But I guess God now has put me into a place where you have people who have spirituality and have different things, like different ways of coping with life. Like I'm just like, like it's just different ways that we all cope with different things and the feelings that we get and the places that we go and the things that we see and like the stuff that holds us back. Not to say that just because you have coped with something that you should be left in this bad position. So I've been in situations too, like where, let me talk about this part. Like I think I am just gonna talk about it. Like why am I saying we having a conversation? Okay, anyway, this is what happened. I'm at this place and somebody tells me a story, a young person. She tells me a story like, I made this mistake, and I didn't do what I did not do what somebody was telling me to do. Like I just did not. I didn't do it. So it's basically this is what happens. It's like we have these things. So you go to college. Step 1 is to go to class. Step 2 is to study. Step 3 is to get good grades. Step 4 is to take classes to graduate. And you continue, you repeat. And then you repeat and you repeat and repeat. And so in those steps, sometimes people fuck up. Sometimes you completely fuck up. Sometimes you skip class. Sometimes you don't go because you're too tired or the time is wrong or you fucking hate the class or it can be so many blocks of you going to a certain class. Like you might not even like the instructor. Maybe it was other situations. Maybe you fell in with the wrong crowd. Maybe this girl talked you out of it. Maybe you gave too much emphasis to your friend. I know it's so many different fucking situations. Maybe you had a job and you felt like you had to get money more so than you went to the class. Maybe you didn't understand none of it and you couldn't read none of the shit and you didn't have nobody to help you with it. It could be so much different shit. And it's like we'll be like down on people like, or I don't know if I'll ever be down on my kid about it. I might be pissed, because you feel like, well, first off, it's a waste of money and then that's it. That's the only downfall. It's just a waste of money. That's the end all be all of just like not doing things the correct way. So say, for instance, you do this and you get on academic probation. I can't ever say I've been on academic probation. I did used to look at the people around me like, bitch, you on academic probation? Like, for real, I did. I was not judging, but I was judging. Because I'm like, what the fuck y'all come to school for? Like, why y'all here? You know what I'm saying? And I was the main one introductory party. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what you here for? That's what I'm asking them. Like, fuck. Like, how the hell you on academic motherfucking probation? Like, who taught you how to do this school shit, So anyway, they did end up on academic probation, and they got off of it. You see? So it was almost like, it's just like a soft spanking. Like, okay, you did not do so well, so look here, you on this probation. Now, get the fuck off of it. And there is no officer that comes to check on you on academic probation. You just basically just get your grades up. You can take the classes over and, like, get a double grade. Like, you get, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get refigured back into your score, your GPA, for your GPA to go up. So, that's the whole thing. Like, just because you get a soft whooping don't mean you got to keep whooping your own ass your whole fucking life. So this girl, she's like, well, I should have been graduating in 4 years. But nobody graduates. Like, for real, so serious. Like, it's rare for a person to actually graduate in 4 years. It is rare. That's like one of those rare situations nowadays. Because there's so much other shit that could decline your chances of it's so many other things that could decline your chances of graduating on time or whatever, what they call on time. And that's the whole thing. That's what they call on time. All this shit is just systems and situations that set up for us to think that this is how life has to be or how it has to flow or what has to happen or whatever. And so we fall into the system, and the system does, it kind of helps us. But for people who have a mind of like not wanting to be in the system but still having to be part of the system, it's like I'm trying to fucking fit and I cannot fit in at all. I'm really fucking trying though. I'm really trying, but it's just not working. So anyway, yeah, and sometimes it works. I think sometimes it works. It works. But yeah, so I'm just saying, like, for real, like, do not get into this plague of thinking that just because you made a mistake that it is something that you continuously have to fucking live through. And because that's where my mistakes were. It's like I spent, like, almost a year going through anxiety attack and then getting over the shit because I didn't have anybody to talk to. That took even longer to just, like, get through because it was just like, man, I just really needed somebody to listen to me, just to be like, Shantae, you are so fucking okay. Like, you are so fucking human and it's ridiculous. It's so fucking ridiculous. Even with the ailments, like I almost had agoraphobia. Then I was having those situations where I didn't want to touch people and shit like that, or people touch me, and it's like I'm slowly trying to get over this bullshit. But I still see why I don't want to touch people because anyway, people are still gross. So anyway, yeah, it's like there we go with that one. But yeah, you just it's like we just get to this point where we constantly just like whooping ourselves over shit. Then I met somebody else, and it's like that feels like, well, because they're a spiritual person, but they might overindulge alcohol sometimes, and it's like, well, you get drunk, so and and then at the same time still a younger person, not even a person that's like and even if you do know better, because sometimes later on in life you have these situations too where they just pop up, like you like, motherfucker, I think the organization should hit me. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this shit? Where the fuck did I put it? How the fuck did I organize this? What the? So anyway, that's the whole thing. It's like you just have these situations, and she was saying that she's still a spiritual person, and that's the truth. Like you still have demons to fight. Like you still gonna have shit that you're gonna be like, man, I want it. I don't want it any other way. I just want that. But then I think when it comes to drugs and stuff, it's a situation where you have to try to pull yourself back from it, so that you are able to still connect to the earth and connect to the world and all that different stuff. I don't know if weed helps or whatever, because I haven't actually been in the same realm as weed in my spirituality, but I don't know. I mean, it could be a whole situation where it does. For me, I don't know. But yeah, it's just like, but other drugs, I just feel like, how do you connect? How do you sit back and meditate and hit it, like you're supposed to? So that was like a curiosity of mine. And so the person just basically just told me how different drugs made him feel. And I was like, okay, so this is what happened. And he was saying he's just trying to get out of the situation, that's the truth. Like, you have to pull yourself out in order to get somewhere else. And the worst part is like the guilt that you will have just trying to get out of it, like how guilty and selfish it is, and how, I don't know, it's just how self-serving it could be. How beautiful life could be if you just pop that whatever you have to pop. So yeah, today, I guess my time was Tuesday. It really does. The female that I spoke to about spirituality, it was like, man, it was eye-opening for me. It was just a few days of just like, okay, this is what spirituality is. And it's like, it's not about how much money you make. It's not about other stuff. It's just really about just like a connection, like a human connection that you have and a vibe and stuff. And then knowing that those people push you to something else. And that was my whole thing. It's like I was so fucking happy that these things happened where it was like these human beings push me past something else, past everything. And just like listening to everybody's stories and stuff, it's like, man, y'all, it is a wonderful thing to think about people outside of what they have to offer you, what they have to give you, or what they can get from you, or where they can push you to, or whatever. Even though that's still part of your dreams and stuff like that, which nothing is wrong with that. But I think it's past your ego because your pride is gone, and you really realize that you really do need people to be in your life. Because some people will be like, oh, I don't need, fuck this. I don't care. Get out of my face. I'm too good for you. Don't touch me. I'm still like, kind of don't touch me. But it's not because I think I'm too good. It's because I got other issues. But, yeah, but it's like, yeah, just, it's something different about it. Like, I don't know what it is. It's just something so different, and it's almost like you thump a ball, and then it just starts to roll, and we all start to connect and whine and all these different things. And even though Thomas Tuesday is about women, I still had a chance to meet another person who was like, you know what, my life was pushed to this whole new level because I was able to see that I had a problem and move past it and all these different things. So that's the other thing. I just give props to people just like, yeah, because you don't know how you inspire people. You don't know how you push people to be more or different or whatever. And it could be the smallest thing that they looking for just because they probably never had that small thing for themselves in their life. So anyway, that's my time with Tuesday today. It's just like, for real, making good, positive human connection. Even with people that have been through some real shit, even with people where you just like, I cannot touch you. Like I don't know drugs like other people know drugs. I don't know them, and I don't want to know them. Um, I don't know, and I don't really remember them, and I don't want to. I don't want to. I know I'm joking. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to get drunk. I really know. I already know what that feels like. And I don't want to get high either. I don't. That's not. That's not the feeling I need to feel either. So it's like this whole love shit. It's like high enough for me. This mama shit, that's high enough for me. But yeah, it's real, and that's the whole thing. I just really want people to realize that. I don't think anybody can hear me on this part of the podcast. So anyway, this is what I do. I just tell some things. I'm just getting with Jamie Foxx. Like oh my God, I can't stay. And there's so many other cute people out there. But what do? I wake up, I dream about Jamie. That's it. That's all. Anyway, this is Shante under Black Unicorn telling you to please have a great day and try to make a connection. And I'm talking about with everybody, anybody you can, because you're going to find out that it is so healingly satisfying, beautiful, if it's the right energy, right? It cannot be the fucked up energy. Like, you cannot have the wrong energy around you. It's like, it has to be like some kind of willingness, I guess, And also know that to protect yourself, you cannot creep into everybody else's problems and fix them. That's the other thing. Just because you listen don't fucking mean you gotta change. Let them be them. Let them be them and be supportive. Because people will totally be fucking honest and be like, hey, this is who the fuck I am. And either you to accept it or not. Either you give to it or not. But don't let people who already who already say to you, hey, I have these situations and these problems, don't let that start to creep into your life and let them hold you down with a lot of stuff either. That's the whole, I think that's the other thing too about the human connection is like,